Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for an experience like no other. Tune in every Monday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for The Mary D. Show, where the ordinary meets the extraordinary. The Mary D. Show brings you powerful insights and inspiring stories from a diverse range of guests. Join our incredible host, Mary D. Welch, as she sits down with thought leaders, business owners, and changemakers, sharing their journeys and successes. From career professionals and entrepreneurs to educators and beauty advisors, Mary D. Welch interviews sports figures and health enthusiasts, offering a platform for extraordinary voices. Explore the world of extraordinary people and places in business and finance, homes and real estate, beauty and wellness, education and empowerment, sports and health, and more. Want to be a guest on the show? Call 619-669-8603 or email Mary at marydwelch.com. Visit www.marydwelch.com to learn more.
Here we go. Hello, everybody. I am, those of you that don't know me, my name is Mary D. Welch. And you are at the Mary D. Show. We are here on this wonderful Monday, a beautiful day, gorgeous day. And I'm actually doing something different. I think I'm live on Instagram, which I'm not for sure. Can't be for sure, but I think that's what I am. But anyway, I want to first thank you, our live viewers. Hi, live viewers. I'd like to thank you, our replay viewers. Hi, replay viewers. And I also want to thank our executive producer for the show, Oliver Welch. Hi, babe. He's been in the background, as many of you know. We have sponsors for the show, Front Page Publishing. If you're looking to write and publish a book, you can go to Front Page Publishing and get those things done, if that's what you're interested in doing. Either writing or publishing or both. Either one of those. Also, we want to thank First Book Academy. If you're interested in writing your first book, that's First Book Academy. And you go to Front Page Publishing for both. You can get both those done. I want to also tell you where I am. Ladies and gentlemen, you see my shirt? Anybody see the shirt? Urban Flesh Eaters. Woo! Today, I'm at the premiere for Urban Flesh Eaters. And you may say, well, what is Urban Flesh Eaters? And why is she talking about that? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am talking about it because I'm part of, many of you know, and I learned a lot of this. Let me tell you this. I learned it feels like I went from kindergarten to high school graduation, but that it's called above the line and below the line. Let me say that what that is, above the line. And above the line would be people like the talent for the production. And the below the line would be the crew, not the cast, but the crew. So I am what's known as a below the line on this production, meaning that I'm in the production, but I was, in this one, I'm crafty. So if you look in the credits for this movie, which is on Prime tomorrow, you can see it, Urban Flesh Eaters. Go to Prime tomorrow and you will see it. And that's where the movie will be. It'll be, can't miss it. Just go to Prime and it's streaming. And you'll be able to see it. Today or this evening is the premiere for it. And so what that means is many of the talent from the movie will be there. The executive producers will be there. The writer will be there, which the writer is Lynette J. Blackwell. She is also one of the executive producers. The other executive producer is Pat Stevens. I just got a text from her, so she's coming in. She just landed. So it's a group. Honestly, it's not a group. It's a team. This is a team effort. That's one thing I have learned about movie making. It's a team. It really you become a family on the set. You really do, because you work together and you're working for the benefit of this production. And it takes time. This movie, Urban Flesh Eaters, was filmed a year ago. It was filmed a year ago. in Georgia. Um, that's the crew that I worked on, and it is now coming out tonight. Well, tonight is the premiere, and then after that, then it'll be the tomorrow. After tomorrow, it'll be on streaming. You can see it on streaming after tomorrow. So it's a very. Some people say, "Well, I don't watch scary movies." I'm not going to tell you that it's not scary because I know I'm one of those people. I'm not the scary movie person either, so I totally get that. Um, but I will tell you this: it is still um, it's still worth watching. I know, as you would say, well, why would you say? Well, it's probably easy for me to say. I'm in two scenes of this movie. And those of you that have seen the trailer, if you got the email, you saw the trailer. I'm in the scene. It's a group. There's two scenes where there's groups in there, and one of the scenes you'll see me right over the shoulder of one of the main talent. So they're not called actors; they're called talent. And so I'm right over the shoulder of them. And like someone said, they thought we were in an elevator. We're not in an elevator, but I see why they think it's an elevator, but it's not an elevator. But we're in there and we are just talking. I mean, but we're scared. And that's what they said. They said, Mary, I looked at your eyes. You look like you are scared to death. And I said, that's why they call it talent. I wasn't looking like that because I wasn't scared. I was looking like that because I was scared. It was that kind of thing. So, because we're scared because zombies are coming, are trying to get us. So it's a zombie movie. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed working on it. That's been, I don't know how many sets I've worked on now, but the difference in this one is the first time I was in front of the camera. Think about this. I've worked on numerous movie sets, but I've never been in front of the camera. I've always been behind the camera. I've always been, usually I'm crafty, but I've been a casting assistant. I've been a production, they call PAs, production assistant, and I've been crafty. I've been all that. I need to put my information out here so somebody could be filming and you may say, we need someone in crafty, or we need a casting assistant, or we need a PA. You never know. Because even though I live in California, oh my goodness, I've been on sets in Atlanta, in Maryland, in LA. So it's not like in Miami, I think Miami. That's it. Like 4 or 5 different. I mean, it's not like I don't travel. In my opinion, if you're in the business of making movies, you travel. No question. Very rarely can you sit in one. I don't even know how you could do that. Sit in one place and make a movie. Depends on what you're. I mean, if you're a film editor, maybe. But if you are talent, you're traveling. If you are a director, you're traveling. If you're doing any of those positions, you're traveling. If you're crew, you're traveling because that's part of, you have to go to wherever they're filming. When we filmed this one, it was nice weather, just a really nice location. Everything turned out good. Of course, I'm saying that because I'm behind the scenes. I'm not, in charge of anything like let's go. I'm just kind of basic. I'm working. That's what it is. We work easily 12-hour days. Easily. That's the norm. But it is such good work, if that makes sense. It's such a good feeling. You don't feel like you're working. I don't know how to describe that. Even though you are. You don't feel like, it's not the same as when I'm teaching. It's a different kind of work. Number one, you're in a creative mode. You're creating something. Now it's so interesting. As I said before, we filmed a year ago. The movie is coming. The premiere is tonight, and that's the process for movie making. It is not an overnight thing. You film. Then when you edit, you're talking about you have to have sound, added to it, sometimes coloring, um, and the editing itself to taking the story from whatever you've shot and create and making the story, taking the actual story. It has to be, that makes sense to the audience. You can't just jump around or anything like that. You got to make sense. So it's been for me, all of this has been a blessing. A blessing. Remember, I was in education for years, almost 35 years. So for to not be in education, which I love education, by the way. I don't want to sound negative because there's no negativity in it. I just made a choice and decided to retire. I did not know, many of you know about the children's books I've written and still write, by the way. I've never stopped writing children's books. I think that's just part I've learned to just be okay with. That's who you are. You write children's books. Yes, you write movies, but you also write children's books. That's about it. And don't worry about, well, maybe I shouldn't write children's books if I'm writing movies, or maybe I shouldn't write movies if I'm writing children's books. I thought I had to choose. I have since found out I don't have to choose. I don't have to choose. I can do them both. So that's really what I'm doing. I'm actually coming up with the idea. I'm excited about this. About a new movie. A new movie. I'm just like, well, it's not new. Let me say, I'm revamping this movie. I don't want to sound like it's a brand new movie. I'm revamping the movie. So is it going to be different? Probably something different. Even playing in this movie, I have had a couple of people text me and they said, why is this doesn't feel like a movie you should be in? I thought that was funny. And I said, and why is that? They're like, you don't feel like, it doesn't seem like you have the personality for urban flesh eaters. I'm like, oh, okay. But the truth is, and what I text back, it's a movie. It's a movie. It's okay. So I to kind of help them see, I know you may think, oh, this thing may not be something you would think I'd be in. But I honestly am in it because I was on the set, I was working, and then one of the executive producers said, Mary, would you like to be in the movie? And I said, sure. And I said, I've never been in a movie. And they were like, what? The look on their face, they literally was in shock. They were, wait a minute, how many movies have you worked on? I said, but nobody's ever asked me to be in it. And they got quiet and I got quiet. Let me tell you what I realized in that instance. The reason I think I've been blessed to work on the sets, I have never asked to be, I never went up and said, can I be in a scene? Can I be this? I never said anything. I always felt that it would just happen if it's supposed to happen. And if it's not, that's fine too. I really just enjoy the process. I think being in that, as I was sharing with you, in that creative energy. And by the way, every single time I've been on a set, think about this. Every single time I've been on a set, I've written a children's book. The book has nothing to do with what I'm doing, but something will spark and come to me an idea. Remember, I write by inspiration, so I can't tell you what helps me write. I have no idea. I have no idea. I always say this: God downloads. That's how I describe it. But this, I will tell you, it was so interesting. And when she said it, and I said, sure. I said, I would love to do it. And so for me, I was scared. This is what I did not share with them. I was so scared. And when you see me in the scene, those of you, I was trying to pull it up for you. I was trying to, hold on. I'm going to try it again. It wouldn't let me load it up, but I will try and see what I can do if I can get it loaded for you. Oh, okay. Hi, Elaine. Hi, Elaine. She said, a great Monday. Blessings. Thank you, Elaine. I didn't get a chance to send out the text today. We're in Atlanta. So that's why I was like, I didn't get a chance to text. It's been really busy. So, but hi, Elaine. So, I like to give. I wanted to upload for you. Let me see. Press. No, I don't think I can do that. If I, it was a. I want to do a um, the image of the at least the picture of the flyer. I couldn't even get that one. Oh, wait. I think I got that. Okay, let me see if I can open that for you so you can see what it looks like. Okay, that's the flyer for the movie. And I've had people tell me I don't watch scary movies. Now, I know you noticed I am not this my face isn't up here, okay? So, but I have so much respect for the talent that is. Some of you may recognize um, the lady to looking directly at the poster. She's on my left hand side at the top. She is now her name is now I forgot Chantel. I think Chantel's last name is Maurice. Don't quote me on that, but I think it is Chantel Maurice, and she is in Wicked City. She's one of the stars of Wicked City currently right now. And the gentleman at the top to my right, you may recognize him. He is now in Beyond the Gates. That's where he is. You can see him if you look at those of you that watch Beyond the Gates, and I'm a Beyond the Gates fan, by the way. We watch it almost daily. Me and Oliver do. Like we've made that like we gonna watch. If we don't watch anything else that day, we're gonna watch Beyond the Gates. So we're fans. But yes, he's in that. It's a soap opera on Monday through Friday for 1 hour. He's not in every single storyline, but he is right now. He's in the storyline right now, and that's filmed in Georgia, in Atlanta somewhere. I have no idea where their set is, but when I was reading about that, and that's called Beyond the Gates. When I was reading it, it said they built 14 sets. Let me tell you what that means. Already built is 14. It can be the living room set, bedroom sets, hospital sets. So they're done. There are 14 of them. They have a place on the show called Orphagenes that's already built. So when they do that scene, they don't have to recreate anything. It's already built. So they have 14 of them already built. I think that is just phenomenal. And the lady that writes that show, I don't know her. I wish I could know the lady. I'm just amazed. Her name is Michelle Van. I can't remember her last name. Jean, I think. Don't quote me. I'm just going off the top of my head. But she is a phenomenal writer. I don't know the lady, never met the lady, but impressed by the lady. Extremely impressed by the lady. That's for sure. But yes, phenomenal writer. So I would tell you, if you are not already, it's on CBS. Now, in California or in Southern California, it's Channel 2 for us. But I know it may not be Channel 2 all the way across the country. But it's nationally on for those of you interested in watching Beyond the Gates. So that's our guilty pleasure. Usually Monday through Friday, we watch that. So those of you that are interested. The other, I want to say April and Akila, and I can't remember the other lady's name. So I'm trying. All of this is off the top of my head. So charge it to my heart and not my head. So in a few hours, I will actually see them. And I know I'm trying to make sure I can call people by name because, the sweetest sound to a person is their name. As a teacher, I learned that. I learned that a long time ago. When I wanted, it's just so much easier to work with people when you know their names. And same thing when you go to a restaurant, ask the waiter or waitress their name. When you need something and you don't say, hey, you and all that, and you can say their name, I promise you're going to get better service. They are just like, yes, what can I do for you? What do you need? It's very, very much a compliment. I always do. Every time we go, I learn their names. and I not just learn it, I use it. And I'll say, thank you, Sarah, thank you, Jim, thank you, whatever their name is, this kind of thing. It just matters. It's just those kind of little things, they really do matter. So I've got to make sure I know all the names before we go to that tonight, because it's been a year. Now they probably have seen each other. I haven't worked on any sets this year. Normally I do, but I'm really working on my own movie right now. And what I've come to terms with, is if I don't focus, I'll never get my movie done. That's what if I haven't learned anything else, I have learned that. It's like you have to focus. Now we have a trailer. I'm going to see if I can pull the trailer up for you. I tried to, and maybe it'll come up now, because I tried to pull the trailer up earlier before we came in, and I could not get the trailer up. I got the image, so maybe it'll let me pull the trailer up. And the trailer, get out. I may be able to show you guys the trailer. Oh, it says my video file doesn't have a video track. I don't know what that means. It means something, because they're saying, I guess they can't show it. It's what it sounds like they're saying. So the video file, you can't see that. It's too bad. I got this far. I was getting excited. I'm like, I was going to show you the trailer. Well, if you're on the email, you would have received the email. If you get the emails from me, it had a copy of the trailer. Hold on. I'm going to see if I can still get a trailer for you. So I'll talk while I'm looking for the trailer for you. So, let me see. For our executive producers, I don't know, she may correct me on this. Lynette J. Blackwell is not only executive producer, she's a writer, she's a producer, she's what else? A casting director. She does a lot. She's a casting director. Phenomenal lady. And this is she is a co-writer on this movie. And and then Pat Stevens is an executive producer. And she is a line producer in addition to, and she's also a writer also. So these ladies they're powerhouses. They really, really are. I get so proud of them. I don't know. I get excited and happy for other people. This is what I always say, that if God will do it for them, he'll do it for you. That's how I look at life. There is no, he'll do it for them, and there is no do it for you. That's not how it works. He's no respecter of person. That's the best way I can say it. You don't lose anything or anything like that. It doesn't work like that. You have just as much opportunity as the next person. That's the best way I can describe it. You have no less than anybody else. No one can take anything away from you. As many of you know, the saying is, what's for you is for you. I believe that. What's for you is for you. So that's something you might want to keep in mind. As I'm talking to you, I'm trying to find. I'll find it though. I know I have it's not finding the video. Let me just say that. It's being able to download it, and I'm trying to figure out if will it let me do it, and then go to be able to download and show it to you like that. That's what I'm trying to do. But I already know I have it because I've sent it numerous times to people already. Let me see if this is it. Okay, this says trailer. I don't know if I need. It's the same thing I just had, I think. And I don't. Okay, let me download it. See if it'll let me. We're gonna try. This is download anyway. Yeah, I'm trying. But even if I can't download it, because it's the trailer is 2 minutes. Let me see if I can put it, if it'll let me. But I think because it's 2 minutes long, that could be why it's saying no, we're not going to let you do it because it's a 2 minute video. But it gives you a good idea about the movie. I've had my niece told me, she goes, Auntie, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not watching it. The way she said it, she goes, I cannot take it. My heart cannot take it. And I thought, I understand. I do. I do it. When she said that, I'm like, I get it. So I'm not, what can I say? I get it. She's just said, nope, I don't want to see anything scary. I can't watch it. She said, I'm glad you're in it, but I can't watch anything scary. So the two scenes, as I was sharing with you, that I know, one scene I know I'm in because I saw it on the clip, on the trailer. The other scene, well, let me explain what scene that you're going to see. Those of you that seen it, it's the second scene where there's a group. And it looks like we're in an elevator. At least that's what someone told me. And I thought that was very interesting. We're not in an elevator, but it looks like it. But it's a group. And you'll see the main talent speaking, but I'm right behind them. That's what that is. And so, let me see. Well, maybe I can do this. Hold on. Maybe I can do something different. Now, you guys get to see me. Hold on. And that is share my screen. If I share a screen, here we go. And share. I think that did it. Mute. Oh, here it goes. There. I hope you guys can see it or hear it. I don't hear anything though. Oh.
It's real.
Yes.
No.
What?
I ain't seen him.
It is now confirmed that the drinking water has indeed been compromised. The CDC is advising residents to not drink the water. I repeat, do not drink the water.
Right.
Jared, okay, I promise you. I'm not going to let you die, okay?
Motherfucking zombies.
Motherfucking zombies.
Okay. I don't know if you guys saw it or not. Oh, it sounds okay. Okay. Well, I will say this, like, thank you, Elaine. Please expand the screen. Early birds. Did you guys get to hear it? You saw it, Nanette. Thank you, Nanette. And thank you, Elaine. I'm sitting here. I haven't seen it too many times. Did you see me did you see me in the scene in the corner? You guys, you guys like, no. because I'm in the background of one of the scenes. It happened so fast. You almost have to pause to see it. But anyway, it was still, you didn't see me. Okay, early birds. You say, yes, we did. And then you said, no. Okay, you did see it in the net. Okay. Now, who are the early birds? I know early birds. Hi. I don't remember seeing you. Welcome, early birds. Well, I will tell you, that scene took us probably, I'm trying to think. It took a while. You said you were looking, but nope. Don't worry. I think the other scene, I'm actually a zombie. I am a zombie. From what I remember. You saw it. No, I didn't get to see you, my friend. Thank you, Elaine. I'm in there, Elaine. Watch, you'll catch me. But it happens. Now, I think when you see the movie, it's the camera stays in that area longer. But when you're looking at the trailer, it goes really, really quick. I can tell you. But I can tell you now, I'm there though. I'm in there. I think I'm gonna be listed as background in that because I'm in that scene. Congrats. Oh, thank you, early birds. You know, I'm very, what's the word? I'm so excited. You would think you would think I'm starring in the movie, okay? I am not. But because I've never been in a movie ever in my entire life, never. So to even be in this is so exciting for me. But it's so funny. Like I said, I've worked on if you saw the movie Strange Love with Country Wayne, I'm the crafty in that movie. If you saw the Tonisha Welch story, I think I'm casting assistant in that movie. It just depends on the movie. It's whatever position it's one of those things. Excuse me. Sometimes they'll ask you to be in a position, which is really nice. And sometimes you happen to be in the right place and there's an opening and you just say, oh, I'll do that job, type kind of thing. I'm still learning. That's all I would tell you about. There's no learning at all in this. That's for sure. If I haven't learned anything else, I've learned that. You will forever be learning in this profession. There is no you know it all. Nobody. How can you know it all? It's so much to know. It's so much to learn. It's so much to do in this field. You can never learn it all. You can never know it all. So I really, truly appreciate the opportunity to learn, to just learn. I tell anybody, don't, think that even though, and I'll tell you, my goal is to film the first movie next year. That's my goal, to film my first movie next year. First of all, finish writing it. And I've written a lot of it, but it still is not, it's by no means complete at all. It's not. I'm not even going to tell you that. Though I've finished writing one entire feature movie from all the way to, the script is done, 92-page script, all that's done. I've only done that for one movie. I haven't done it for any other ones because I need to make sure it's the kind of movie that people want to watch. That's what I think it is too. So it takes time. Let me tell you now. But in the meantime, I do keep writing. You don't just, that's it. You can't. You have to keep going. You have to, as they say, you're still sharpening that axe, sharpening your skills. And see, now I can say I've been an extra. So now to that list that I was just giving you, I can add I've been background or an extra in a movie. Before that, I was not that before. So that was something new. And I think I shared with you guys when I said this is years ago now. I mentioned I was on set and I said, I'm just crafty. I said, that's how I said it. Very flippant and unfortunately very disrespectful is what it was. And a young lady on that set came over and straightened me out. She sure did. She said, don't you ever say that again. Ever. She said, we are a team. Your position is just as important as every other position here at this, working on this project. We need each other. And it's true. that's where I really, I don't even know the young lady's name. I hope I see her again. I may see her tonight. You never know. But the point is, she helped me understand we're all in this together. We're all working to make this a good project. That's what we're there for. So we want it to be good. So those of you that can stream Urban Flesh Eaters, ta-da, can you guys see it? Please do. So we're gonna be at we'll be streaming it tomorrow, and excited about that. We get to see which I don't, like I said, I don't even know what other scene I'm in. I know I filmed 3 scenes, but I know when I talked to them, they said I'm in 2, which is not bad because I was very excited because all I kept thinking was you could be on the cutting room floor. Everybody knows what the cutting room floor is when they edit and they cut you out. How many I've heard so many quote unquote actors say, I did this scene, it didn't even end up in the movie. I've heard them say it. So I was just glad that I'm in there. I made it with those 2 scenes. And then for my kids to see it. One of our sons will be there this evening. I'm excited for him. He's like, Mom, he has his degree in communication, but he went to, another, how many people don't have degrees and go another route? That's the norm, really, I think. And so he teases me. He's like, you have been more involved in this industry than I was, and I have a degree in this field. I said, really, son? This truly is God. I will tell you, this is God, because the way I got started was the lady. Her name is Tressa Azarel Smallwood, and hi, Tressa. I came into her writing program when Periscope. You probably don't remember this, lady. Periscope now, it's been over probably like 5 or 6 years now. There was an app called Periscope where, just as we're talking now, this is before StreamYard. This is before Facebook Live. That's how long ago Periscope. Periscope came out. The person could talk to you, and and you could text back to them. It was really like revolutionary, and that's where I met Tressa Azarel Smallwood. It was that. From that, and she has written, I don't know how many books, but she has I think it's like 160 some odd books on Amazon. From our meeting, and I would be in classes. In one class, she came in and she said, I'm going to turn my books to film. I remember the day she said that. And now, 48 movies later, think about this, 48 movies later, this lady is still making movies. This year alone, I think they filmed like 8 movies. It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. I have so much respect because I've always wanted to go into the movie industry. I'll be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't know how to get there. I didn't have a clue. What do? You know you want to do that, but you don't know what. I didn't really know what I wanted to do in it. I still am trying to figure that out, I think, because I'm writing. Now I'm on sets, and I love that too. So I don't know. I'm still working on that. And then now even the acting, I didn't really do any acting. Well, maybe I did. I didn't say anything. I have no, you don't hear me. I do not have a speaking part. Let me say that. I do not speak in the movie. I get a chance to use my eyes, I guess you could say, to express what I'm really feeling, which is fear. And so the director is telling us to act afraid. So all I keep thinking was, we're just there listening. I'm like, if you're telling me there's zombies out there, I'm scared, period. And so that's what I try to relate to. What would it feel like if there's zombies out there and they're trying to get in here and get us? Even though I'm with a group of people, that doesn't mean they can't get us. That doesn't mean they can't eat us. So that's that's why it was, to me, it was important that we, show that. So you guys didn't see the look on my face. I hope you do. I hope you get a chance to see it tomorrow. Elaine says, "Lady, you deserve to be excited." Thank you, Elaine. Oh my goodness. It is it has been a journey. This has been a journey. It really has. I would tell anybody, just what's it's a saying, just keep living. And I believe and keep loving God. That's what I believe. Now, I can't tell you what to believe. I'm telling you what I believe. Because I knew I always wanted to go into the movie industry. I had never, ever expressed that to Tressa. Not once. I don't think I've ever told anybody. I don't think I even told Oliver that I was interested in going into the movie industry. I just never said, I didn't know how to get in, so I just kind of left it alone. But look how it found me. It's so phenomenal if you really think about it. I didn't find it found me. But I think about this. If she had never said that, I was perfectly okay with leaving it alone. I just left it as, oh, you have that desire, but you just that's one of those goals you may never attain. And I was okay with that. So for me to now be able to work behind the scenes, for the most part, I work behind the scenes. It's a dream come true. It is a dream come true. Even when I write and I'm writing movie scripts, I think, you never thought you'd be really doing this. And here you are doing this. This is phenomenal to me. It's phenomenal. But it really shows you too, those ideas were in my head. I never expressed it, but God knew. God knew that I wanted to do this. I never shared it with anybody. I never made a big deal out of it or made nothing. I just kept it to myself. I just said, I'm going to tell you the truth. I thought it was impossible. But I will say this. If God has opened these doors for these things to happen, I already know, ladies and gentlemen, the movie is coming. The movie's coming. And you'll see the t-shirt will be the movie that I'm the writer and probably executive producer of a movie. And yes, it's coming. It's coming. And then I will let you know, those of you that might be interested in being an investor with the movie, I'll let you know what it takes to be an investor. I'll tell you all the details. In fact, I won't even really do it. I'll have a meeting and I'll tell you all about it. So if you're interested, my number. I don't like to put my cell phone number out, but you can always call my office number. And the only reason I don't do my personal cell phone number, because I don't know if there's crazy people out here or not. But then according to my son, he's like, Mom, there are no more secrets. There are no more secrets. So even if I did put my number out there, if they want to, this is what he told me. If people want to get in touch, get to you, they can. So I'll tell you what, since we got it like that, I'm gonna share it with you guys. And you can, if you're interested, let me know, and you'll be invited to a private meeting. Only serious people will be allowed to come. And that's it. Here we go. I'll put it up for you, which is very rare that I do that. So, but if you're interested, call. That's my personal cell. And let me know, because the movie will be coming out. And I will need investors. That's the truth. Yeah, no doubt. But at the same time, I will tell you, and I can't go into detail about what the movie's about, but I can tell you it is what can I tell you about it? About two siblings. That's the best. That's the best thing I can tell you. I can't go into because everything is proprietary. I can't go into details about it. But when you come to that private meeting, and it'll be by Zoom, you'll know more. You'll hear more. I'll talk to you more. That kind of thing. More than likely, it'll be filmed in Georgia. I'm thinking it'll probably be filmed here in Atlanta. Those of you familiar with, so many productions are filmed here because Georgia is a state that welcomes film and film crews, and they welcome that. And they give you a big tax break if you film in this state. That's why a lot of films, that's why Tyler Perry's, well, that's not just the only reason. Tyler Perry's from Atlanta, I believe. But it has a lot to do with it. So yes, that's why they film here. So if you are interested in film or film production, you can, even when I was filming the Urban Flesh Eaters, people kept telling me, if you're looking to stay in this area, you can. Oh, hi, let me see it. Hi, Antonio. Oh, Antonio, I'm so sorry to hear about your aunt. Antonio's aunt passed away. So I'm so sorry, Antonio. Please tell your mom we're sorry and give our condolences to your mother. And I'm sorry, I just now saw your comments, Antonio. And there's, you said, hi, Oliver. You know Oliver's in the background, right? He's in the background. Okay. So I want to make sure I definitely said that, Antonio, because your mom is, you and your mom are very special. As many of you know, Antonio, Elaine, and Nanette are all super fans. Hi, super fans. Yes, I depend on you guys. And now the early birds is probably gonna be a super fan. Are you gonna be a super fan to early birds? So I'll tell you. Let me say this to all of you, so everybody understands this. Really, whatever, and I'm saying this because I've limited myself, so I'm sure there's somebody else here who's done the same thing. Whatever you want to do, whatever, find a way to do it. Find a way to do it. Life is too short. We don't act like it is, but it really is. Let me tell you that and I don't know if I shared the story with you guys or not. I can't remember, but it was about my mom. When my mother passed away from cancer. And one thing she said to me, I was with her literally the last few days. So we buried my brother on November the 4th. 90 days to the day, my mother passed away. To the very day. She passed away February 4th of the following year. So here it is. I literally don't even know if I ever mourned my brother. I grieved him. I don't think so, because it was so close to my mother until it was like, oh my gosh, they're passings. But the one thing she said to me, and I can't stress this enough. She said, I know it looks like it's far, Mary, from where I'm laying to where you're sitting, but it is truly in the blink of an eye. And I'm listening to her, and she said, life is so short. Don't waste it. Don't waste it. If there's something you want to do, you need to do it. Whatever that something is. And at the time she said this, I had not written a book. Not one. I'm not saying, no, not one. Not even There's a Rocket in My Pocket, not Justin Lost a Tooth, Bradley Can't Find His Pants, Peyton the Pink Whale with the Yellow Tail, Stuck in the Elevator, the new one, When I Was on the Moon. None of this was written. None. Not to mention the movies. Not to mention there's 2 plays. Not to mention none. And even when I think about all of these things that have been since her passing, my heart aches that she didn't get to see this, even though Oliver tells me she does see it, Mary, because before she passed, she asked me to come to her bedside, and she said, and I was really right there because I was in a recliner she was in a hospital bed, and I would be just a few feet from her in a recliner, sleeping and everything else, and just if she needed anything. And I said, no, she said, Mary, come over here. I said, Mom, I'm right here. I'm like, I am here, basically. She said, no, come over here. And I said, okay, Mom. And I just sat right there, and then she put her hand on my head, and she started blessing. And even now I'm getting choked up because she was telling me all of these things she saw for me. At the time that she was doing this, ladies and gentlemen, I saw nothing. I even told her, I said, Mom, I don't see what you see. And she said, Mary, I see so many good things happening for you and Oliver, and I'm just so proud of you guys. And you're going to be so proud of yourself. And I'm listening to her going, I said, Mom, and I could tell she was leaving. I said, Mom, don't go. Please don't go. And she said, Mary, I'm not doing anything that everybody is going to do. Every living thing on this planet will do what I'm doing. That's why I need you to understand that you need to do whatever you need to do while you can. While you can. So when I started writing the first book, it's almost like a rocket. And I have continued to write. Creating, to me, is like breathing. I love it. As I said before, when I work on sets, I'm there. If I'm crafty, I'm there an hour before the talent gets there, or pretty much. Sometimes we're the first ones there and the last ones to leave. Because not only do you have to set up, you got to clean up at the end. But one day I was coming through the set, and one of the guys said to me, he said, Mary, you can stop smiling any day. I said, no, you don't understand. I am living a dream. This is a dream for me. And he goes, and it shows. It shows. So whatever your dream is, ladies, gentlemen, don't just dream it, be it. Here I am. I've been writing. Nothing's crossed the finish line. It's called greenlit. Nothing's been greenlit. But this is what I do know. If I am committed to the work, something will be greenlit. I just have to be committed. Just committed. That's the key. So you be committed, and I'll be committed, and we'll see our dreams come true. There is no magic. People act like there is. There is no magic. No magic. Hard work. If there is a magic, that's the magic. It's hard work. Are you willing to put in the work? If you're willing to put in the work, and I mean work, I don't mean play around with it. Because when you see the talent, this is what you don't see, is all of those hours that they have rehearsed, all of the classes they've taken, all of the no's that they have received to get that role. When they get that role, that's why they're doing such a wonderful job. And they're so thankful to be able to show you what they can do. And I'm just so impressed with each and every one of them, not just for the urban flesh eaters, as I keep going, not just for that. It's for all of them. because they are living their dream. And what more can you ask? What more can you ask? So I like for all of you to live your dreams, whatever they may be. I'm sitting here and I started crying. So I started talking about my mom and I'm like, uh, because every time I think about it, like as I said before, I didn't see a thing. I didn't know anything. But I pray that her and my father, they do see. And this is a Miss Dimple 28. Hi, Miss Dimple 28. How are you, sweetheart? You said a wise woman. You know, Miss Dimple 28, with that, I cannot tell you, a day does not go by that I don't think about my parents. Not one day. Not one. And my father passed in 2004. No. It wasn't 2004. It's before that. 2001. He's been gone. And my mother, 2016. She's been gone. So, but thank you. Thank you. Nice of you to stop by, Mrs. Dimple 28. And Elaine, what'd you say, Elaine, to you and Antonio? You said, Antonio, I send my condolences to you, your mother, and your family. Prayers going up for all. Thank you. Peace and strength. Oh, comfort, peace, and strength during this difficult time. Antonio. And I think Antonio is going to be the one that's holding on to keeping the family. Oh, it's okay. I didn't even know that was you, pretty girl. Oh, first I'm going to go here. And Elaine says, the love of a brother cannot be measured. Elaine, thank you for listening to your beautiful mother. Thank you, Elaine. Oh, you talking about somebody that misses their mama. That would be me. That would be me. Hi, Mrs. Dimple 28. I didn't see the picture. All I saw was the name. Hi, pretty girl. That's what I call my niece, this pretty girl. She's right there. I didn't even know she was watching the show. And Oliver says, hi, everyone, past viewers and new viewers. Thank you for joining the show. We are broadcasting from Atlanta at my brother's and sister-in-law home. Thank you again. He's right. You can see, well, you can tell the background is different. That's what we are. We're in hot, well, I call it Hot Atlanta. Bradley says it's not called. He said, Mom, nobody calls it Hot Atlanta but you. He says. Antonio, thank you, Sister Elaine, for your support. That's what a true family is. Oh, thank you, Antonio. Well, I can tell you, our condolences to your family during this time. Oh, Antonio said, love you all. Yes. For sure. Well, I want you to know, ladies and gentlemen, as many of you already know, your love is so appreciated. I know I try to definitely share that with you. We will be back. We'll be back tomorrow. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. But it was so important. I almost didn't come today. Let me say this too before we get off. I have a couple of minutes. I almost did not come to this premiere tonight. I don't know. I can't even express why. There was no real reason why. And then all of a sudden I realized you don't know when you'll ever get a chance to be at a premiere that you're actually in the movie. Even if it's background. When is that going to happen? It's not like that's an everyday thing. Because it isn't. So just know it matters. So we came on anyway. Hi, Nanette. I still can't believe I could walk to Nanette's house from where we live. Can you believe that, Elaine? That's how close we live to each other. That was such a shock to find, to find that out of how proximity-wise. So I want to tell each and every one of you, thank you. God bless each and every one of you. Live your dreams. They're possible. I think we don't because we don't think it's possible. That's what I think it really is. We start thinking, oh, that's not possible. But the truth is, it is. Righty? God bless you. I love you. I'll see you in a week. We'll be back in Riverside. Well, we'll be back tomorrow. But we'll be back for the show. Back on schedule again. next Monday. God bless you. Love you. Bye, everybody.